Have you ever wondered why only some countries have crude oil while others don't? Why does it seem like nations such as Saudi Arabia, Russia, and the United States sit on massive reserves while others have almost none? And on top of that, how long will the world's oil even last? Will crude oil ever run out? In today's video, we're diving into the story of crude oil, what it is, how it's made, why it's unevenly distributed, and whether it's truly sustainable for our future. Crude oil is a fossil fuel formed from the remains of tiny marine organisms, plankton, algae, and other sea life, that died millions of years ago. Their remains sank to the ocean floor, got buried under layers of sediment, and were subjected to heat and pressure deep within the earth. Over millions of years, this organic material transformed into crude oil. But here's the catch. This process only works if the environment is perfect. The right kind of rock, the right amount of heat, the right pressure, and a sealed underground space to trap the oil. That's why crude oil isn't found everywhere. Only specific regions of the world had the conditions to create it. So why do some countries have so much of it? It's mostly due to ancient geography. Millions of years ago, parts of the earth that are dry land today were once shallow seas, full of life and the right environment for oil to form. That includes the Middle East, parts of South America, and North America. Other regions, like Europe, Japan, or Sub-Saharan Africa, either didn't have those conditions or the oil has already migrated out of the rock layers over time. But this brings us to a big question. How much oil do we have left? And is it enough for the future? Right now, global estimates suggest we have about 1.5 trillion barrels of proven crude oil reserves. At the current rate of consumption, around 100 million barrels per day, some experts predict that the world's oil could last roughly 50 years, give or take. But it's not that simple. As demand increases and easier to access oil runs out, we'll have to dig deeper, drill offshore, or extract from harder to reach reserves, which costs more and impacts the environment. And even before we hit the bottom of the barrel, oil may become too expensive or inefficient to extract. That's why many scientists and energy experts say the age of oil will end, not because we run out, but because we move on. Renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and electric power are already growing fast, and they're expected to replace oil in many parts of the energy sector in the coming decades. So, is crude oil enough for the future? Not forever. It might sustain us for a few more decades, but it's not a long-term solution. The smart move? Prepare now, invest in clean energy, and start thinking about what comes after oil. If you found this video eye-opening, hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a deep dive into the world's biggest questions. And let us know in the comments. Do you think we'll run out of oil in your lifetime?